This lesson is about the adding and subtracting mixed fractions or mixed numbers. Now, when you add mixed fractions or mixed number, add the integer together first and then add the fractions. Convert any improper fraction into mixed fractions. So, for example, when you add 2 and 1/3 plus 3 and 2/5, the way you do is you write this one in vertical way, 2 and 1/3 and 3 and 3/5 in vertical way. And then you separate integer portion together and fractional portion together. So, and then you add integers. 2 plus 3 is 5. So you write 5 there. And then you do 1/3 plus 3/5 in fractional portion. Now, when you add two fractions with a different denominator, what do? You follow 3 steps. What are the 3 steps? 3 steps are, number 1, find the LCD, right? Number 2, find equivalent fraction. Number 3, find the answer. So now you need this 3 steps to add or subtract the fractions. So now LCD of 3 and 5 in this case is 15. Okay. And then that's just step 1, right? And step 2, you convert each one into fraction with a LCD denominator. So 3 goes 15 5 times, so you multiply 5 times on the numerator as well. So 1/3 is the same as 5/15. So you write this next to the 1/3 on a, and then second one is 3/5 in terms of 15. So this time 5 goes 15 3 times. So you multiply 3 on the top as well. So 3 times 3 is 9. So you multiply, you wrote, rather you write 9/15 on the top. So you have 5/15 and 9/15. So when you add them, you get 9 plus 5 plus 9/15. So when you do that, what is 5 plus 9? So you end up with 14/15. So integer portion is 5 and fractional portion is 14/15. So your final answer become 5 5 and 14, 15. I wrote the question wrongly. It was 3 and 2/5, but I wrote down 3 and 3/5. So that's why I got a different answer. But that's how you do that. Now the second one. When you add 4 and 2/5, write down 4 and 2/5 and write in vertical way. For the second fraction, which is 2 and 1/2. 2 and 1/2. So when you add them together, you separate the integer portion and fractional portion. So integer portion is 4 plus 2, so you end up with 6. 2/5 and 1/2, you have to convert into a LCD, same denominator, by using 3 steps. So LCD between 5 and 2 is 10. So because 5 times 2 is 10. So you convert this one in terms of a tenth and convert the other one in terms of tenth. So it becomes a 4/10, and then the other become 5/10. So you end up with, now you are adding these two together, 4/5 plus 4/10 with a 5/10 is 9/10. So final answer becomes 6 and 9/10. Does this make sense? Now we are going to do number 3. So number 3 is 3 and 2/3 and add with 4 and 5/6. And then you separate them the integer portion together and the fractions together. So when you do that, 3 plus 4 becomes 7, 2/3 and 5/6. You have to make an equivalent fraction with a LCD. So LCD of 3 and 6 becomes 6. So make in terms of 6, make this one in terms of 6. This is already 5/6, and this is 4/6. So you end up with 4 plus 5, 6, which is 9/6. Now the problem is 9/6 is improper fraction. So you have to convert them into mixed number. Then you will end with 1 and 3/6, which is 1 and 3/6 with a 7 become 8 and 3/6. But 3/6 can be converted into the half. So final answer become 8 and 1/2. Okay, so I did it in side way, but in the examples, each one. So now number 4, when you add 5 and 5/6 with a 4 and 3/8, 4 and 5, you add them together integer, and then the fractions, you add them together. So when you do that, the 5 plus 4 become 9, and 5, 6, and 3/8 can convert into 20, 24, and 9, 24. So you end up with a 9 and 29, 24. But 29, 24 is improper fraction, so you change that to mixed number. So 9 plus 1 and 5 24th will be 10 and 5 24th. Okay, so that's how you do a mixed number fractions. So now only the practice make it perfect. So now I want you guys to try this exercise on your own. So pause the video now, do the exercise, and check your answer with the answer key at the bottom of each section. Okay. Pause the video and do the work, please. Now, how about subtracting a mixed number? You do the same way. Subtracting a fractional part first and then subtract the integer part. Well, you can do, you have to do the fractional part first and then you do the integer part. The reason is because you might have to borrow 1 from integer portion in case you are short on that in fraction. There are 2 types of subtraction with the mixed fractions. Okay, one is no borrowing from integer, and the other one is you have to borrow 1 from the integer portion. So, for example, when you have 5.5 minus 2 1/3, one more time, 5.5. Okay, 5.5 and minus 2 1/3. You have to do fractional portion first, half minus 1/3, but you have to have a same denominator. So convert them into the 36 minus 2/6, and then that's 1/6. So we don't need to borrow anything. Now you can do the integer portion. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 3 1/6 become 3 1/6 portion. Okay. So that's how you do the subtraction. So subtraction is same when as addition, in case you don't need to borrow it. But when you borrow it, it's a different story. Okay. If you need to borrow it, then I will show you a little bit later. But again, let's continue to do the subtraction. Now, when you do the subtraction, 10 and number 2, 10 and 5/7 minus 4 and 2/5, the LCD is 35. Now, first fraction, take away second fraction. First fraction is bigger than second fraction, so you just do the regular LCD in a fraction. So it becomes 25 over 35 minus 14 over 35. you get 11 of 35. And then you do the integer 10 minus 4 is 6. And then final answer becomes 6 and 11/35. Okay. Now the next ones. Number 3. 6 and 1/3 minus 2 and 1/4. LCD of 3 and 4 is 12. And then you separate the integer portion, 6 minus 2, and then group them with subtraction of the fractional portion, 1/3 minus 1/4. So when you have a 1/3 minus 1/4, you have to convert them into in terms of 12. So it becomes 4/12 minus 3/12. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So you end up with 4 and 1/12. Okay. So subtraction of fractions are very similar to addition of fractions when the first fraction is bigger than second fraction. Now, how about exercises? So everybody pause the video and try these 4 exercises and check your answer with the solution and answer key in the bottom of each section. Pause the video now. Thank you.